Okay, so to start the wrist warm up, we're going to place our hands flat on the floor underneath our shoulders. Make sure the hands are nice and wide and flat, and you want the forefinger pointing up towards the end. So the hands stack underneath the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and the feet are at hips distance apart as well. And we just start to move around in a big circle one way and then the other. The idea is you come forward and then back. So from the left hip, left shoulder, right hip. And you can start smaller and you can start to then increase the range of motion, keeping the arms straight and keeping some awareness of the lower core, the navel, the area just below your belly button, about 3 to 4 fingers below. Good, so keep moving around, bigger circles, keep pushing down through the hands, elbows and shoulders, slight protraction, keeping awareness of that spine. And you can inhale as you come around the front, and exhale back. Inhale front, exhale back. Good, then just forward and backwards, just start to move forward and then back. You may get some pops and cracks in the knees, in the wrists, shoulders, but that's okay. If there's any pain, around the knees, because people struggle kneeling down, it's quite common, just place a towel underneath or something a bit softer like a cushion, and that should just give you some relief in this area. Okay, we're going to take one hand backwards. So from here, one hand spins and places backwards. The wrists are going to stay in line. So from the front, my hands and shoulders stay in a good line. And just ease back into the wrist. And you're not going so far that it causes pain. You're looking for a slight bit of discomfort, but it's not pain. It's not like any shooting pain. Because if that is happening, then please back off. Just ease out. And you can come back, come forward. So most of the weight is in the back of my body and my hand that's facing forward, not in the hand that's turning backwards. And to be honest, I could lift both my hands because most of the weight was on my knees. Okay, rotate the hand round. You can roll through the wrist, find some relief in this area before we go to the other side. Okay, other hand turns round, ease into the wrist. And most of the weight within this hand is actually distributed on the forefinger and middle finger side. So this is the stronger part of the wrist, and it's also the area that, for me, in this one gets a bit tighter. So, and the left one's tighter for me, so I just work through it for a bit longer. Okay, ease forward. Roll through both wrists together. Okay, now the hands are going to go and then together. So you've got like this spider thing going on. Thumbs facing forward, forearms together. And start to do these circles again, one way and then the other. But what we're not doing, we're not leaning like outside and losing our posture. All we're doing is staying within this frame. I don't like using box because the body likes to move in circles and spirals. So we're just moving within this framework. And you can still find circles and spirals within a rectangle, within a mat or on a mat, but the concept's a bit deep for now. We'll work into that in a later stage. Okay, ease round. Can we come back to the top, and we're just going to move laterally. So we're going to move towards our right. If you move to your left, that's okay, as long as you do both sides and not two on one side and none on the other. Okay, ease to the centre, come to the other side. Go back to the centre. You might find one side is tighter, but that's normal. Don't expect the body to be completely equal. No one's equal, no one's balanced it, and even if we were, it wouldn't be a great thing. Okay, come to the other side. We try and cultivate balance in many things, but we must understand that maybe a right hand does more. 90+% of the population, that's probably true. Okay, come back. Roll through the wrists. I'm chucking figures out there, guys. Don't hold me to those numbers. the majority right-handed. Okay, both hands down. So this time the hand flips, so the back of the hand goes over, so that's going to go down onto the mat. So that I then shuffle my knees forward, and this hand, so taking this like V shape, so my thumb and my forefinger are going to make contact with the wrist. I pin the thumb side, and I just start to work the arm through and forward, just easing it through, and I'm turning the bicep to come through. You might find this has no rotation at all. When I first started, it was, it didn't want to go anywhere, so don't be disappointed. Good, and hold at the front, just ease forward, and again it's going to feel quite sore if this is new. I do this daily and it still gets sore, just not anywhere near as bad as it used to be. Okay, exhale, drop the elbow, roll around, roll through the wrists. I'm going to come to the other side. So other hand again flips over, so keeping the contact through this part of the hand is essential. So the hand goes down, and again, as I said, like my left wrist always needs a bit more work, so I spend a bit more time on this side. So whether it's your right or your left, just spend a bit more time getting into it. Okay, and then pin the wrist. Again, start to find this gentle rotation. Just moving it round, forward, and then back. Forward, and back. And again, find the top of this position, and you'll find it on the inner wrist. Again, it'll feel quite sore. So spend a bit of time here. Don't rush. There's no rush. Your practice starts when the body feels ready. And that's why we have these warm-up practices in place for safety and also to enhance our practice in the long run. Giving them forward, ease through the wrist. Okay, drop the elbow, roll around, and then roll through the wrist. Again, just starting to wake them back up again. Okay, last one, fingers. So you're going to place the fingers onto the floor. So you can see that my palm is facing towards you, and I'm pushing into the fingertips and dropping the elbow to the floor. So I'm going to demo this from the side as well, just so you can see. I'll show you from the front and the side. So from the front, you can leave one hand down if this is something that's quite new, and then just drop your elbow to the floor. We can do both together if you find that you're quite comfortable. Just spend a bit of time here, and then start to push through. So from the side, I'm quite close and just dropping my elbows towards my knees. And just easing down towards it. You might find this is quite intense, but that's why we need it more. Okay, find some life in the fingers, and then just start to open the hands, really stretch through the hands. I can't speak then. Stretch through the hands. You start to just take them one way and then the other. Create some extension, bit of rotation through as well. Good. So if you find the hands are still tight, you can always go back through it again. But they should be nice and warm and ready to start your practice. So let me know how you get on and enjoy your practice. Thank you.